there's a lot of different types of funding that's out there. What
Yeah.
would you say would be the easiest, or not the easiest, but that would have, a lower barrier of entry
Yep.
for someone that says, okay, my business is making, ten to $15,000 a month. And let's slide that question in there too. What's a good minimum gross income or gross revenue that a business should have as well too?
Calvin, you trying to make me give away all the secrets. I
Man,
thought
listen, I'm a sauce guy, so
I
whether
didn't
it's
know.
ranch or whether, then I moved to Chicago, they got mild sauce. So listen, if there's this is the we about to get as much as we can out of Marvin today. We won't have to bring him back until next year.
I
So
love it. I love it. No, so let's break your question down in two parts. So the first
okay.
part, if I understand it correctly, is what is the business credit product that offers like the lowest barrier to entry for someone, if I heard that correctly? And the second one is
Yeah.
if your business is doing like $10,000 to $15,000 a month in revenue. What was the other part to the
Yeah,
second part?
so I was more so saying the revenue. Sorry, let me clean that up. So the revenue, is there like a suggested amount or a minimum amount
Yeah.
that you see that works better than others? Because, like, for example, you could be in a profitable business, and making $6,000 or $8,000, a month. But is that enough to get funding though?
Yeah, great question. Okay, so let's I know he's going to go here, but let's talk about it. All right. So, different types of credit products. So, primarily, there's going to be two types of credit products on the business side that most business owners who are watching this podcast are
Yeah.
going to be looking into, right? Either they're going to be looking for business credit cards or lines of business credit. Now, if you're starting from ground zero, kind of going back to your previous question about, having a brand new LLC, I think for most individuals, from my experience, the easiest entry point is always going to be a business credit card because business credit card products are one of the few products within banks where your business does not need to be making revenue in order for you to get your foot in the door, right?
Yeah.
It's great if you do, right? But if you don't, as long as you have those other three factors that we talked about, so relationship, you have the business structure, and your personal credit is in position, you can get approved for anywhere between 25 to, depending on the lender, up to $50,000 on one business credit card. Okay. Now, when it comes to properly positioning yourself so that not only you get approved for a business credit card, but that you get the largest limit possible, one gem that I want to share with individuals is understanding the power and importance of not personal credit, but comparable credit. There you go. Now, for individuals who are watching this who may not know, what lenders do whenever you're applying for a business credit card is not only are they making sure that your credit report is properly structured, your business is properly structured, and you have the relationship, but they're also looking at the average limit that you have across all of your personal credit lines. So let's say you have two people, you have person A and you have person B. Person A has three credit cards, and the average limit across those three credit cards is anywhere between like 3 to 5,000, all in good standing, all well aged. But then you have person B who's in a similar scenario. All his credit cards, the three of them, are in good standing. All of them are aged relatively well, but the limits that he has on there range anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000, right? In terms of the overall limit on each individual card. When both of these individuals go to the same lender and apply for the same business credit card product, person B, both of them are more than likely going to get approved, but person B is more than likely going to get the higher limit that he's looking at, anywhere between 15, maybe 20 to $25,000, while person A may get the shorter end of the stick, not because he did anything wrong, but because his
Yeah.
limits on the personal side aren't showing that he can handle a larger amount of capital on the business side.
Mm.
So I would say for individuals, if you have a business that's starting from zero, you want to look more towards business credit card products. But before you do that, make sure you take time, even if it takes you an additional 3 to 6 months, to try and get your limits on the personal credit side as high as possible. My rule of thumb when I'm coaching individuals is I try and tell them, try and have all your personal credit cards at minimum like $10,000 or higher. If for whatever reason you're struggling, I would say the 7,500 to 8,000 range, just so that when you go and apply for credit or these business credit cards, once again, you can get the highest limits possible.
Mm.
Now, to the other credit product we talked about, which was business lines of credit, and I think this kind of leans into your second question. Most banks will also typically also offer business line of credit products, right?
Yeah.
So this is typically more favorable for real estate investors just because this is still a credit product, but unlike credit cards, you're actually able to turn the credit into cash by having that credit where you can pull it from the line and have it deposited directly into your account, right?
Yeah.
Now, with these credit products, unlike business credit cards, you do need to be generating some level of revenue. Most lenders will typically want to see that you're doing at least minimum $10,000 a month. Now, the key here is that it's not enough to say, well, my business did $10,000 for month one and month two, And then month 3, 4, and 5, you know, the business was only generating $2,000 to $3,000. My rule of thumb whenever I'm coordinating with individuals is you want to make sure that if you're trying to apply for a business line of credit, you have a business that's doing at least $10,000 a month, and you're able to show with your bank statements, at least for the last 3 months minimum, 6 months ideally. And if you have anything beyond that, you're really in the sweet spot to now go and apply for the business line of credit products that you may be looking into. But once again, for most business owners, if you're not in a business that's very cash intensive, right? Like real estate, you probably wouldn't be looking more towards a business line of credit. You probably lean a little bit more towards a business credit card. But once again, if you are looking towards a business line of credit, you want to make sure that from a revenue standpoint, $10,000 is the floor. 3 to 6 months is the overall range of how much months consistently you want to show that your business is generating that revenue. Hey family, hope you enjoyed that clip. And real quick before you go, for any business owners who are watching this that are looking to access business capital and want to do it the right way, my company Takeoff Financial can help. Takeoff Financial is a done for you service where we analyze your business the exact way that an underwriter would. We build you a custom capital path around your specific profile and connect you with the right lenders for your situation. Qualify, position, and access. So if you want to learn more to see if you qualify, there's going to be a link in the description below where you can click it, watch a short video, fill out a